Hell's Canyon of the Snake River, on the border between Idaho and Oregon, is one of the most isolated, remote, and beautiful of all whitewater river adventures. Hell's Canyon is also one of the deepest canyons in North America, half again deeper than the Grand Canyon of the Colorado. No craft is better suited to the big whitewater of the Snake River than dories. The put-in is just below Hell's Canyon Dam, and the rapids begin right away. For millions of years, the Snake River has slowly cut a trench through the heart of this high plateau country and the Seven Devils Mountains. Hell's Canyon was first explored by mountain men in the early 1800s. By the 1860s, prospectors had clambered down the canyon walls in search of pay dirt. The canyon called to homesteaders at the turn of the century. The relatively mild winter temperatures and abundant water supply made for a long growing season. Old cabins and farm implements are scattered throughout the canyon. Everything the settlers needed to survive was brought in on the backs of mules. There were no roads, and the Snake River rapids were too formidable for early boats. Today, several homesteads and cabins are preserved by the U.S. Forest Service as a glimpse of what life was like in the pioneer days. Settlement continued into the Depression era of the 1930s, and a few of the old orchards still bear fruit. Some of Hell's Canyon rapids present real challenges and need to be scouted at each water level. The first big drop is found on day 2. Head guide David Sears.
This is Wild Sheep Rapids. This is the first big rapid that we're going to see on our trip, and that's why we're scouting it, and we're going to be coming down through the left slot because of this water level. The water's all going to want to take us left into a big rock pile, but we're going to have to control the boat, and then ride a big pump wave, a kind of a lateral sideways, and point the boat into whatever comes below. Hopefully we'll hit the slot down below, but this water level, we're just going to hopefully try to miss the big rocks on the left, and then just deal with the tail waves once we get down there. So that's going to be the run.
The Hell's Canyon scenery constantly changes. Side streams have cut passages to the outside world. In prehistoric times, these side canyons were the only practical ways in and out of Hell's Canyon. Indian peoples have occupied the canyon for at least 7,000 years and have left a visual record of their presence in the form of petroglyphs and pictographs. Occasionally, the hard basalt rocks of Hell's Canyon put up stiff resistance to the snake's relentless flow. When this happens, there is no other course than to run through the middle, such as here at Blankety Blank Rapid. Besides the challenge of whitewater, Hell's Canyon offers a remote, wild, and roadless setting. During summer months, the water temperature can be 70 degrees or warmer.
I realized that the same muscles I was in was helping me lunge, so I couldn't do both. I couldn't hold it and lunge at the same time. So I chose to.
The magnificent settings allow you to sit back and watch the parade of clouds and the pageantry of nature.
Was helping me lunge, so I couldn't do both. I couldn't hold it and lunge at the same time. So I chose to.
Several Class 3 and 4 rapids enliven the last day of the trip. But for those with a real eye for history, historic Kirkwood Ranch is the real draw. The ranch is now preserved by the Forest Service as a float-in museum. Long before the arrival of the first ranchers or explorers in this area, Kirkwood Ranch was the site of a large prehistoric Indian village. Several of the pit houses can still be found up a side stream. They are large circular depressions in the earth. Hell's Canyon is a rare combination of spectacular scenery, a remote wild setting, exciting rapids, and a unique history. Near the takeout at Pittsburgh Landing are prehistoric Indian rock writings. These petroglyphs mark this as a sacred site of the Snake Indians. Come join us on a fascinating adventure into North America's deepest gorge, Hell's Canyon.